daughter's gender reveal party for her lizard, and now she claims I showed her that I don't really care about her life. I know this sounds totally dumb, but she's seriously mad about it. So I'm 48, and my daughter is 23, and she has this blue tongue skink that she's completely obsessed with. I found it weird, but she says it's because it's the closest thing she'd have to a child, and she feels a strong emotional bond similar to a child. She has decided to remain child-free for multiple reasons, and I have been very supportive of this decision. Well, she recently took her skink to the vet for a checkup, and she was excited to find out her skink's gender. Afterwards, I got a text asking if I'd come to her gender reveal party she was having. She explained it was just a small get-together with cake and food for her friends she hasn't seen in a while, with the gender reveal being mostly a joke, and a way to make fun of real gender reveals. Well, I didn't come. I didn't see a point. It's just a lizard, and I'm a busy person. She later called me and expressed she was kind of sad I didn't come, because it had been a while since I'd seen her, but she understood I was busy. She texted back a few days later, confused about why I'd skipped what she called her gender reveal party. During our phone conversation, she insisted the whole thing was meant as satire while still being an opportunity for friends to reconnect after months apart. My position remained firm. If she wanted me there, she should have been upfront about the true nature of the event. The discussion escalated when she accused me of dismissing her lifestyle choices, particularly her decision against having children. I clarified that my objections centered on the party's framing, not her personal choices. The conversation deteriorated further when she claimed I was being unsupportive, leading to an abrupt end when she disconnected the call. Her friend subsequently messaged me with harsh criticism about my behavior. After receiving numerous responses online, I felt compelled to address several misconceptions. First, my attendance hinged entirely on the event's labeling. Had she simply invited me to a casual gathering, I would have attended without hesitation. The lizard turned out to be female, which explained her specific wording about wanting a real granddaughter. Regarding her child-free stance, while I've expressed occasional disappointment, I've generally respected her autonomy. Her reasons include identifying as asexual, emotional concerns about childcare capacity, pregnancy fears, and genetic considerations related to my own difficult reproductive history involving multiple losses, and a child who survived only 3 months. Though I've suggested she might change her perspective with the right partner, given her lack of dating experience, I recognize these decisions rest with her. Our relationship has experienced some strain. We hadn't met in 3 months despite our typically close bond as mother and daughter. The invitation represented an attempt to include me in her social circle. When pressed about my feelings toward the reptile, I admitted finding its snake-like appearance unsettling and questioning the emotional connection she claims with a creature I view as incapable of reciprocal feelings. Her habit of giving it a human name seemed like an unhealthy coping mechanism for social situations. One commenter highlighted contradictions in my account, noting she had explicitly described the event as satirical from the beginning. My continued insistence on viewing it as a legitimate gender reveal despite her clarifications revealed underlying resentment about her reproductive choices. The celebration apparently included a pink-themed cake and glitter poppers, which I found excessive for an animal unable to comprehend such gestures. Another response challenged my dismissal of her asexual identity, comparing it to invalidating other orientations and criticizing my expectation that she should endure potential pregnancy complications similar to mine. They questioned my emotional processing of my own losses and my desire for her to risk similar heartbreak. I maintained that romantic and physical attraction represent universal human experiences driven by natural chemistry, suggesting her claimed absence of such feelings stemmed from limited exposure rather than genuine orientation. Her apparent aversion to male physical contact possibly originated from her father's departure during her early childhood. Despite my own traumatic experiences with pregnancy loss, I believed motherhood represented a fundamental female experience worth pursuing. I couldn't accept that my desire for motherhood might stem from societal expectations rather than genuine longing. My friend's journey forced me to confront uncomfortable truths about my own assumptions. When she was trying to figure out if she was lesbian, you sat her down for 30 minutes and explained how it's normal to get feelings confused, but people weren't meant to like the same gender, and it was probably just friendship feelings she was confusing. You're part of the reason she never explored her sexuality further with your SX is natural, and you can't have a relationship without SX comments, knowing not only is she mildly autistic and already struggles to understand and comprehend her emotions, but she's also a victim of a negative experience. You know, she has a codependency issue, and living by herself has been really difficult for her to overcome, and Ellie has helped immensely. She was upset you didn't come when she wanted to see you because she adores you, and you didn't even call her for Thanksgiving. Also lizard tax, because I know how red it is.